Hey, you never know, Matt Show. I want to talk quick about the power of questions. So the creativity experiment, as far as now is concerned, is done. I'll probably do another one at some point. So I want to talk about the power of questions, right? I got this from Tony Robbins. Every time I think about questions, I'm like, wow, I gotta really focus on, or at least start asking questions again and begin to use them as a real tool. Because questions do a couple of things. They control our focus. Our focus controls our reality, or at least determines our reality, right? So, there are things right now that I could feel amazing about, so thankful for, and there's things I could think about in my life, circumstances that I could be disappointed about. I could ask myself, what's going on in my life? What's up? Like, what's bothering me? And I could think about all the things that are bothering me. Or I could ask, what's going well in my life? And I could be like, I have my own apartment. I have a car. I have a job. I have enough food to eat. I have water to drink, right? So that focus, so if I look at that and I focus on it, I'll be like, thanks. I'm appreciative of what I have here. So yeah, I mean, I'm saying it in the context of gratitude, but even if we were to ask, like, a lot of people, like, this is what Tony Robbins talks about. He goes, why can't I lose weight? And then you come up with reasons. Because I'm a pig. Because I have no self-control. Because I have no willpower. Because I don't know how to lose weight. Right? As opposed to, how can I lose weight and enjoy the process? And so here it is. A practice we can do is we can continually ask ourselves small questions about what we want to accomplish to spark some ideas. Now, keep the questions small, because when we have big questions like, how can I get rich by the end of the year, we have fear come up in our body, in our mind, and that clouds our thinking. So why does it cloud our thinking? Because back in the day when we were afraid, it meant we had to deal with a threat, and we couldn't really think. We had to act in that moment. Fear. Gotta act. Can't think, right? Can't come up with ideas at that time. The brain, excuse me, the thinking process, you take energy from there and put it into the body because you're afraid and you want to not have that much fear, because then you don't have as clear of a thinking process. So fear gets in the way of coming up with this new idea that we want, that we're asking ourselves questions about, like, how could I start to add value to people's lives and have them give me value in return, right? Make some money. So ultimately, if we have big questions, our body's like, uh-oh, big change, scary, can't think. And then it goes downhill. Instead of asking ourselves a small question, like, what's a tiny thing I could start doing on a daily basis that would help me lose weight? What's a tiny thing I could start doing every day that will help me to make more money, right? So this, actually, what I'm doing now, getting on here every day and being the host of my own show, I don't necessarily, let's say, I don't expect to become famous from this, but what I do expect is that I am going to get the skill of communicating better, right? You might think I'm a good communicator. I think I'm all right. I think that I'm learning to be better as time goes on, and I'm learning to be more comfortable communicating into a camera. So, and also I'm learning a bit about habits, right? So, excuse me, that was a little bit of a wide-ranging video, but I wanted to talk about questions. I might talk a little bit more about that tomorrow. Now, good night.